Mahdi who toppled an empire, Muhammad Ahmad of Sudan. The year was 1881. Sudan was not a nation. It was fractured, controlled by foreign powers of Egypt and Britain. People were exhausted. Heavy taxation crushed farmers. Local chiefs had lost authority, and people suffered and were left without dignity. Into this world stepped a man named Muhammad Ahmad. Muhammad Ahmad was born in northern Sudan. He was born into a notable religious Arabized Nubian family, tracing their lineage from the Prophet of Islam Muhammad through the lineage of his grandson Hassan. Quiet, disciplined, deeply spiritual. Muhammad Ahmad studied Islamic law, theology. He became known for his humility, his fasting, his nights of vigil prayer. But humility does not exclude ambition. In 1881, after a period of fasting and praying in seclusion on Abba, a small island on the Nile, Muhammad Ahmad proclaimed that God had revealed to him that he was the Mahdi. Not a metaphor, not a reformer, the promised Savior. Muhammad Ahmad was not a scholar with institutions behind him. As such, only a handful believed him in the beginning. But he had charisma, discipline, and an uncompromising moral vision. His message was simple. The Islamic world had strayed. Foreign rule was an abomination. Only God's appointed Savior could restore justice. Soon, the poor, the tribal, and the marginalized rallied to him. People who had no voice finally felt chosen. His followers called themselves Ansar, helpers, defenders of divine justice. They believed they fought not for land or throne, but for God. Egyptian and British authorities dismissed him as a fanatic until they faced his armies. Against all odds, they defeated Egyptian and British military forces and in 1885 captured Khartoum. They established a state. For a brief moment in history, a man who claimed to be the Mahdi ruled a nation. Muhammad Ahmad died suddenly months later, likely from typhus. His state survived briefly before crumbling under renewed British invasion. His tomb was destroyed to prevent it from becoming a rallying point for his supporters. His bones were thrown into the Nile. But in Sudanese memory and identity, Muhammad Ahmad's legacy endured. He remains the saint who proved that faith could challenge and break empire.